I've been trying to work out if it's you or your person that is seeing things, or it will be seeing this from a different perspective. We'll be looking at the situation from your perspective. It's like, because okay, this is the channeling. We're at a dining table, a dinner table. You're both at opposite ends of the table. Your person screaming, yelling, you screaming, yelling. And so like, we've got this argument going on, but both of you also feel as though you love that person, but you need them to understand where it is that you're coming from. You need them to understand how it is that you're feeling. You're trying to get your point across, but it just seems to be, no matter what words you're using, it's being heard the wrong way, interpreted the wrong way, misunderstood. We're both coming at this side of from our side of the table as me, right? It's all about how I feel. But this is one of those circumstances where there is a renewal that's coming in between the two of you. Has there been a bit of time apart? Did this person, or did you create a little bit of distance, go away for a couple of weeks, right? Has it been about 3 weeks since you've been able to bring this connection together or have this conversation? Because I'm seeing it. This has already happened, because it feels like it's done. Because now I've got this energy and this frequency of like, oh my gosh, you're seeing things differently. Like you're now you've changed sides of the table. So now that you've both stood up after this fiery complex situation, and you've walked around to opposite ends of the table and sat down, you're now in your person's energy. You're now in your person's mindset, because you're now in their shoes. So you're hearing what you were saying to them, but it's being received by their ears, but you're the one hearing it, and vice versa. So now this goes back and forth, but this is a much more calmer conversation. There seems to be more understanding. It's like you're the way that the facial expressions you're both giving each other, the body language is softer and more relaxed and submissive rather than forward and aggressive. Like I can just see you both listening to each other, and I feel like that's because you're coming from that empathic place. You're coming from a space of understanding. This gets more fiery and heated when you're feeling like you're not being heard. You're not listening. You're not listening to me. I am listening. One of those styles of conversations. And it's like, wait a minute. We're both listening to each other. We're both hearing what we're saying, but we're not hearing it. First of all, it's got, okay, I get it, but you need, and it's like trying to understand where you're coming from. There is so much love in this situation, and that's why the intensity of wanting to be understood is strong. So there is a renewal that's about to come in for this connection, and it will. This person may be coming to speak to you. You're starting to realize, okay, I'm needing to talk to my person. I'm going to go start off this conversation, because I'm still finding it hard to work out which one of you builds the bridge, mends the crack. Which one of you starts this conversation back up, where you stand up and swap sides of the table? And I think a lot of what this is about too is really expressing what our darkest fears are, your deeper, darker fears, where your fears are actually coming from. Have you not been together for a very long time where you felt like you could be open enough, say with your childhood traumas, where your insecurities come from, where your fears come from, why you now have a belief system that maybe fills you with some insecurities? Because confidence is your key to success with this connection, because I'm seeing the pride of the lion. I'm seeing a lion leading the pride, and that shows me confidence. That reminds me of that Leo energy. So see yourself as somebody who is the leader, but this is royalty as well. The lions of the pride, royalty, king and queen. So they coming together, queen, queen, king, king, queen, king, doesn't matter what, that's just, when I'm thinking about it, when I'm looking at it anyway, there's two leaders coming together and joining up and leading together. But that takes a level of confidence. That takes a level of pride, a healthy amount of pride, a healthy amount of confidence, a healthy amount of ego, because there is healthy ego and there is toxic ego, just like there is healthy spirituality and toxic spirituality, the balance, right? Duality. So I'm trying to decide which deck to use to get some clarifiers for you, but 444 is another number as well that just showed up again then, and I saw it this morning. You may have been waiting to hear from this person. You may be waiting for them to see your perspective. or they've been waiting for you to see their perspective, especially since this fight, since this blow up, since this conflict. I do believe this swapping of seats at the table will be happening, and it may be coming up very soon. Yeah, it looks like the more masculine energy between the two of you will be taking the action, will be doing the communication, will be reaching out there. This is very passionate energy, more fire sign energy too. So you might have been fearing their non-committal energy. They might be a bit fickle, right? They could be fickle in their energy, and you worry. This gives you fears. So they need to see where your fears are coming from, and you want them to understand where your fears are coming from. But it's also, you need to see where their fears are coming from. Why do they behave in a certain way? Why do they come in and then pull away? Why do they come forward and then move back? This person, they seem very adventurous, but they're going to take this risk to open up to you. There's that 444 again in the Four of Wands. They may come to your house. Yeah, they're running out of patience. They're running out of patience. Even if it could be a couple of days, a couple of weeks, it's long enough. It's been long enough. So also too, can I be very clear? You're both willing and ready and able to have this mature conversation, to have that conversation with each other, to sort of that flip of that side of the table. To see things from the other person's perspective, especially now that tempers have slowed down. Yeah, 9 of Cups, 10 of Wands. 2 of Cups is there as well. Look, this is a beautiful partnership. There is this relationship can go a very long way. You can see from each other's perspective. You can see eye to eye. This would be your wish. This would be their wish. You both want the same things here when it comes to this situation. So if we can compromise, have some compassion and empathy, put the shoe on the other foot, switch sides of the table for a minute, do our best to see it from our person's perspective, why they feel the way that they feel, there could be a lot of healing in this connection. There could be a lot of coming together. 9 of Cups, 2 of Cups. You might be running out of patience. That's a sign that this person will be coming forward again too. Look, there's the Ace of Cups. Improvements are coming to this connection. There will be a beautiful new beginning, a new start, a renewal to your relationship. But the advice is to do your best to see things from their side of the table. If you're both willing and able to do this, a healthy amount of pride, as in stay strong and stay firm on your boundaries and on what you believe in, but also open yourself up to understanding their perspective, especially during this conversation. We're back, not only are you back to being in love and loving each other and feeling that honeymoon sort of period, things are far more stable. There's celebrations, you're coming together in a strong way. Congratulations.